Thank you everybody for coming. My name's Angel Cortez. I'm the owner of OG Pumpkin. For a lot of you guys that don't know, OG Pumpkin started out of a necessity. I was hosting events at my house, and I can freely talk about it because hopefully these times are past me. I was either going native to the account or barely making my rent because I wanted to host these events. I would host them 2-3 times a month. And people would tell me what the events meant to them, and so I wanted to keep it going. My wife told me, like, hey, we got our third kid coming. We can't do this anymore. We can barely make, our bills, and sometimes we go negative. So I decided to start OG Pumpkin for income. And little by little, it went from making enough money to just host the events at my house, from buying the pay-per-view and getting the food, to hosting ranges like this. Now I sponsor some fighters. I sponsor guys who want to enter special operations. I give them money to buy their gear, and in some instances I pay their gym membership so they can go to strength conditioning classes and get in shape and get ready. So now we're here. Thank you for coming out here. Lucas and his crew, Lineage Defense, are going to help make sure things run smoothly. He's also a sponsor for this event. Lucas and I, we've been friends for a long time, and he's always offered to help, but I just wanted to do it just on my own. I think a lot of us are like that sometimes. And I took him up on his offer, and he immediately said, yeah, count me in. So thank them, and if you like how they run things, how they communicate with people, then maybe you want to bring a friend to one of the courses that they host here, which I highly recommend. Something very important happened that I think needs to be addressed. I didn't like it, but I'm kind of glad it happened, and that's that somebody infiltrated the community. I tell people, you can invite somebody because I trust you. And then online, if you see me say, hey, to come to an OG Pumpkin event, you have to go to a defense strategies course. Yes, I work for them, but it has something to do with the fact that I work for them. It really doesn't even have to do anything of shooting. You can be a terrible shooter, and we can work with that. But what it is that I want to talk to you, spend the whole day with you, and see what type of character and individual you are. Because that's what matters to me the most. Not material things, but friendships, relationships. And somebody came and invited somebody. His fake name was Anthony Travis. He came and he made a lot of money, thousands of dollars monthly, based on things that he said that he wasn't. I mean that he was, but he wasn't. Specifically, he said he was in the special operations community, and obviously I don't like that. But it showed that we need to tighten up things within ourselves and with who we associate ourselves with, because we can't allow people like that into our community, into our houses, into be around our family. So I appreciate you guys who've been here multiple times, who you guys, you are who you are, and you're good people. So thank you for being you, outstanding people. And I want to build this community because sometimes life happens, and you got to reach out and say, like, hey man, things aren't going so great right now, or so well. And it's been working. I've seen some of you guys go to jiu-jitsu class together. I've seen you guys go on hikes. I see you even work on a professional level, so it's working. And thank you, because I might sometimes just be the face of this, but it takes all of us to make the community. I can't be a community by myself, you know what I mean? So, and these events have been free, but except this time I said, can I have a $50 donation that's going to the Hero Games. The Hero Games started by two brothers. One's in Special Forces, one just owns a CrossFit gym. The guy who owns a CrossFit gym asked his brother, hey, can you smoke my members, put them through some hard training, because they want to see what it is like, what life is like in the military when you're trying to go through a selection process. They did it. They had a barbecue at the end, and they loved it. And then they said, how about we do this on as a yearly thing? So then the next year they did it again. But them being who they are, they wanted to make it better. So they put more money into it, and they charge a registration fee. And at the end of it, they had a surplus of money. They're like, well, I don't need the money. they're like, I don't need the money. So they gave it to a fallen member's family. 2 years ago, I went as a participant, and this past year, I went as a cadre and sponsor. And in reality, these families, these wives, they don't need the money. They're gonna get, unfortunately, they're gonna get paid because their husband died. But what the Hero Games does is that they pay everything. So this last one, they paid for all 4 kids, the wife, put them in a nice Airbnb, and they weren't just like, hey, come over, take a picture, sorry for your loss, bye. No, they really want their family to be integrated with their family and know that, hey, you care, you know, like we care for you. You can count on us. This isn't just a one-time, let's take a picture, photo op for my company and then see you later. No, we want to be part of your family, and hopefully, so they give them an experience, right? And the family that they flew out 2 years ago, they flew again. So they want to keep it going. And I talked to him. I mean, one owns a gym, the other one is an active duty. And for us who've been in, we know that the military doesn't get paid. All right, we didn't go in for the money. That's for sure. So I told him, hey, I'm gonna charge a I'm gonna ask for a $50 donation, and I'll give you the money, because he just doesn't want to do it once a year, because service members don't die just once a year. You know, there's a lot, unfortunately. So he wants to do it like almost every 2-3 months. So for the people who've already given me the $50, thank you so much. I'll make sure they get it. These shirts, I mean, there's shirts and rash guards. So if you're a jiu-jitsu practitioner, there's keychains. You know, I bought a bunch of swag. So if you want to buy some, buy it. You don't have to, but you know, these events aren't free. And if it's your first time attending here, and you like what you saw, what you felt, what you know, talk about it, because that's how my company grows. So again, thank you for coming. The band should be playing soon, and then there'll be tacos. So last thing.
Angel, is